Bill on State Commuters Manifest Scheme passes second reading in Anambra State House of Assembly. Israeli police arrest relatives of Gaza hostages during Tel Aviv protest. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. The Anambra State government has dismissed the online viral video about the ongoing Ochanja Road project as a handiwork of mischief makers. Speaking to journalists at the 2.3-kilometer road, the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifanyo Koma, explained that the washed-off portion is just a little part of the road, out of which 1.7 kilometers have been completed. We have the report.
Commissioner saw that the project will be completed in record time, saying that the road is still under construction. As such, videoing and circulating a portion of it is not only mischievous, but has the potential to affect the state negatively. Engineer Koma, who expressed shock over the viral video, pointed out that the road has not been inaugurated by the state government, as reported in the trending video. He explained that the contractor holding the project worked on Sunday, and only about 1 foot from where he stopped work was washed as a result of heavy rains and blocked drainages along the road.
I'm shocked at the narrative that is going on there. There was a heavy downpour, the drains were blocked, and that bit, which is less than 1 foot, a little bit got washed off. You can see I'm standing on the firm stone-based material that has not been touched. That is.
While appealing to residents to help the government to avoid dumping refuse into drainage channels, Mr. Mark II, who is the head of the contracting firm handling the project, expressed disappointment over what he described as a mischievous video and gave assurances that the firm will deliver a quality job in record time.
We are working in Anambra for long, and we have a very good quality reputation. We are still guarantee you, assure the quality is the same as what we are doing before.
The President General of Nibo Town Union, Professor Tony Nwokoye, has expressed his deep gratitude to Governor Chukwuma Soludo on the ongoing construction work at Ring Road, Ishago Junction, Ukwoja Road, with a spur to Oye Nwachichi Nibo Road. Professor Nwokoye expressed his appreciation while inspecting the project. Queen Anabogo has the report.
6 roads the previous administration awarded in Nibo community, but it was abandoned for years until the Soludo administration came into power and resuscitated the project at Achaloji Road, Nibo, where workers were seen carrying out earthwork. The President General explained that sometime last year, erosion threatened the road so much that it was almost cut into 2. It was when Nibo Town Union wrote to the state government, which heeded their call and came to intervene by carrying out palliative work on the road. He added that at the directive of the government, a drainage channel with a box culvert has been constructed there, saying that the drainage channel, though standard, but expressed worry at the termination point, which according to him is short. The PG appealed to the state government to come and look into the situation, adding that it will be better if the drainage channel is extended to terminate at Ngenovi River, saying this will also go a long way to safeguard people's lands and houses in the areas, as well as prolong the lifespan of the drainage channel.
Sometime last year, erosion started threatening the road. If you look at it, you say that it has almost cut it half. That movement to this place, or this road, connects Aguata, Urumba North, Urumba South, up to Abia State and Imo State. But because of the situation, we wrote the government, and this time the government intervened and started palliative work on this road.
Professor Nwokoye also called residents of the Nibo community to take full charge of government facilities in their areas, desist from dumping refuse in drainages, but use designated dump sites, saying that any community government extends its democracy dividend should give such governments all the needed support. Queen Anibogo, reporting for ABS News.
Anambra State House of Assembly has taken significant steps towards improving commuting within the state with the second reading of a bill to establish the Anambra State Commuters Manifest Scheme 2024. The bill, sponsored by the member representing Ihiala Constituency 1 and Chief Whip of the House, Barrister Jude Ngobili aims to enhance transportation efficiency, accountability and safety measures by implementing a comprehensive manifest system to monitor travel activities in the state. House of Assembly correspondent Emmanuel Chibata now reports.
Barrister Ngobili emphasized the need for the establishment of an agency to manage the database of commuters within the state and provide assistance to victims of road crashes. He highlighted the lack of support for victims in such situations and stressed the importance of the proposed agency in addressing this issue. Furthermore, Barrister Ngobili argued that the bill would serve the interest of commuters, bringing order to the transport sector and boost government revenue.
The bill principally is to provide for the safety and welfare of passengers in Anambra State. Persons who sustain injury in the course of transportation in Anambra State, in and out of Anambra, are taken care of. That is the main essence of this bill.
The bill received broad support from other lawmakers, while the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somto Chukwudeze, referred it to 2 committees for further review.
In a bid to improve the teaching and learning of French language literature in Anambra State and the country at large, French teachers have held their 2024 conference. ABS correspondent Ifnaya Nwankwo was there and now reports.
Organized by the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Apple Books Publisher, Mr. Silvanus Nnadozie, took place at Dennis Memorial Grammar School, DMGS, Onitsha. Speaking during the event, the State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumaude, represented by Mrs. Chinwe Ayarugbe, said that French language is most studied international language, hence needs to be enhanced.
Target is to promote the language, the French language. That is the target.
In a lecture titled The Importance of French Language Literature in Nigeria, a keynote speaker, Dr. Njideka Ikebusi, represented by Mrs. Chantel Okoli, enumerated the benefits of French language to include cultural enrichment, language acquisition, bilingualism, cognitive development, literary skills, among others, advocated recruitment of more French teachers to aid smooth teaching and learning of French language literature across the country.
Well, the event is all about literature. The author, Nnadozie SC, who is the author of the 3 novels that the junior and the primary school students are going to use. So he is using today in order to internalize the teachers on what they are expected to do with the novels.
In a remark, Mr. Nnadozie, who said that the conference is an avenue to equip the French teachers with the strategic measures required for efficient and effective teaching and learning of French language literature to ensure sustainability and revival of French language literature in the state, exposed the French teachers to various approaches of analyzing poems for smooth impartation of knowledge to students in their various schools. Mr. Nnadozie lauded the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumaude, for approving the learning of French language literature in primary and secondary schools across the state.
I'm not talking politics, but as much as French, you can't avoid using French in
an interview, a French teacher, Mrs. Doris Okwani, commended the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumaude, for approving literature textbooks for French, called on parents to encourage their children to do exploits in French literature, as it broadens students' worldview and diverse perspectives.
This is to aid the French teachers in Anambra State. Then also to help the learners, those that have flair for French language, especially that of French literature.
Some of the participants, Mr. Joshua Oranugo and Mrs. Shebu Ifanyichukwu, expressed gratitude for partaking in the event, pointed out that the knowledge of French language and literature aids smooth threading and missionary work, as Nigeria is surrounded by French-speaking countries. Dido called on French teachers to use demonstration method and local language while teaching French language in their various schools, in handling students that lack basic French knowledge along with the basically equipped ones. Presentation of certificates of attendance to the students, drama and poem by French students featured during the event. From DMGS, If91 reporting for ABS.
There was jubilation last Saturday in Owerri community as the people celebrated the elevation of their son, Most Reverend Ifeanyi Biatwego, to the position of Auxiliary Bishop of Olu Diocese by His Holiness Pope Francis with a grand reception held at St. Theresa's Parish, Uli. The reception of Most Reverend Obiatwego, who was ordained Auxiliary Bishop a few days ago at Holy Trinity Cathedral Church, Olu, attracted indigents of Uli both at home and in the diaspora, including bishops, archbishops, as well as government officials. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modalim completes the story.
It was a moment of joy to members of the Uli Catholic community and Olu Diocese as they sang and thanked God for the gift of Most Reverend Obiatwegu, who is the first Catholic bishop from the Uli community, during an Episcopal Mass held in his honor at the parish. Speaking during the Mass, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by his Chief of Staff, Mr. Ernest Ezajoge, felicitated the auxiliary bishop and noted that the cordial working relationship between the church and government has resulted in the development of all sectors and addressed the high level of insecurity that ravaged Anambra before now. The governor expressed joy that the huge investment made in education by his administration has improved the quality of teaching and learning, and urged the church and the people of Uli to continue to support his administration to realize his vision for the state.
Investment the state government made in all the sections of the mission schools, the public schools, which we are now enjoying in the state. And also, we use just those few minutes when you're under Anambra about working together.
In his homily, the auxiliary bishop of Owerri Archdiocese, Most Reverend Moses Chikwe, thanked Most Reverend Obiatwegu for answering God's divine call, which he said has brought so much joy to the hearts of the people of Olu Diocese, and enjoined them to always support him through prayers. In his speech, Most Reverend Obiatwegu expressed gratitude to God for choosing him to serve as the auxiliary bishop of Olu Diocese and assured that he would live up to expectations.
Ụdị ịfụnanya unu gosiri m na mbunye elu a n'udo m ji wee gba mbọ na ime ka ihe niile gaa nke ọma tupu kwụghachi unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche.
On his part, the chairman of the Uli Episcopal Ordination Committee, Dr. ABC Ojiako, who described the bishop as a rare gift to the Uli community, expressed confidence that the Catholic prelate will do well because of his antecedents and assured him of the continuous support of the community. The member representing Ihiala Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Honorable Pascal Abodike, thanked Pope Francis for finding Most Reverend Obiatwegu worthy to serve as the auxiliary bishop of Olu Diocese, adding that his elevation will foster the progress and the development of Uli Town. In their separate speeches, the Transition Committee Chairman of Ihiala Local Government Area, Engineer Ifeanyi Chukwu Ojiako, and a member of St. Theresa's Parish, Uli, Engineer Kinsley Ezeruo, whose joy knew no bounds, praised God for using the ceremony to unite the community. From Uli, Chukwemeka Modelem, ABS News.
Moving on, it was a celebration of academic excellence at Dame Irene Okosa Memorial Convent, Diomeko or Rifite, as Fabian and Patience Okonkwo Foundation gave scholarships to 12 students for their outstanding academic excellence in the 2022/2023 academic session, where they emerged first, second, and third positions in their overall class average. The scholarship, which sums up to 3,420,000 naira, covers the 12 students' school fees for the 3 terms in the 2023-2024 academic session. Correspondent Okochukwu covered the event and now reports.
It was a celebration of academic excellence and moment of joy for the students who emerged first, second and third positions in their overall class average, and their parents, as the scholarship, which sums up to 3,420,000 naira, covers the 12 student school fees for 3 terms in 2023-2024 academic session. The benefactor of Diomeko, Sir Emeka Okwosa, represented by his elder brother, Sir Azoka Okwosa, explained that the scholarship, which he attracted from their in-law from Amici, was aimed at encouraging the students to do more, urged them to see it as a springboard to go higher.
The purpose of this award is actually to encourage the students to do more, because the reward of good work is more worth.
The executive director of Sir Emeka Okwosa Foundation, Mrs. Chidimma Okoye, stressed that the foundation is committed to empowering individuals to unlock their potentials, envision new possibilities, and shape a better tomorrow for themselves and their communities, and thanked the founder of Fabian and Patience Okonkwo Foundation, O.C. Okonkwo, for pledging to be sponsoring the scholarship annually.
Today, I stand before you with immense pride and privilege to acknowledge the accomplishments of our extraordinary students who have brought honor to both their school and their families.
The mother of the donor, Lady Patience Okonkwo, who represented the Okonkwo dynasty, advised the students to study hard, obey their parents and teachers. Earlier in a welcome address, the principal of Diomeko, Dr. Joy Ndefo, said the award will provoke more seriousness and zeal for high performance among the students. The scholarship presentation
Tuesday evening, protesters had gathered to voice their anger following media reports that an Israeli delegation holding indirect hostage negotiations with Hamas was leaving the talks in Qatar over a deal. Israeli police in a statement said they cleared the protesters from Tel Aviv's Ayalon highway where they were blocking traffic. 4 protesters were arrested for violating order and endangering the road. A representative from the Israeli pro-democracy protest movement that was involved in the demonstration said in an update that 2 of the 4 arrested were relatives of hostages. Hamas attack last year killed around 1,200 Israelis, with more than 250 people taken to Gaza as hostages. Israel believes that 99 people are still being held. And the enclave head coach Otto Addo says the Black Stars were unlucky against the Super Eagles. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and programs on EBS TV from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at EBS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at EBS Television, Oka. Commuters Manifest Scheme has passed second reading in Anambra State House of Assembly. And we told you from the foreign scenes that Israeli police has arrested relatives of Gaza hostages during Tel Aviv protests. Remember, the Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that's all on the news tonight. My name is Uchechukwu Ebunam. Thank you so much for staying with us. Good night.